Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Alright, I was contractually obligated to do that, and it's done now. Anyway, Merry Christmas, superhumans, and welcome to my very special Christmas present to you guys. This is something that is kind of silly and only tangentially related to superheroes, but I thought it was kind of a fun idea, so I did it for you guys anyway. This is a dramatic reading of a really terrible fan fiction that I found on the internet called The Fearless Five. Now, it does involve superheroes, but it also involves a popular musical group who, for legal reasons, I have to call One Dimension. But don't be put off if you're not a fan of that particular musical group. I'm not, and it was still kind of a fun read. Now, the important thing to remember is that I did read the story verbatim as it was written, which means that all spelling and grammatical errors in there are the writers and not mine. However, all snarky asides and looks to camera, those are all me. Anyway, this reading is just of the first chapter of this fanfiction, and there are 6 chapters altogether. If you'd like me to do another one of these videos where I read the next chapter, if you enjoy it in any way, shape or form, leave a comment in the section below, and I will think about maybe doing the next chapter at some point in the future. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy Storytime with Phil, a reading of The Fearless Five. Chapter 1. What in the world? This is from the point of view of someone called Harry. I'm assuming that is a member of One Dimension. If I'm wrong, please do let me know in the comment section below, but I'm just going to assume that. That's what makes you beautiful, I sang my last part as the girls cheered and screamed. Thank you, you were an amazing crowd, Liam screamed in his microphone as the girls insanely screamed back. These girls are literally mentally ill. Goodbye everybody, Niall said in his microphone as every one of us got backstage. I think, from what I remember, Niall is an Irish one, so I will do my terrible Irish accent whenever it's his turn to talk. Thank God this show was over. So apparently they don't even enjoy performing. We entered our dressing room and Liam closed the door behind us. Whoa, these ones were loud tonight. You're saying that every night, Niall chuckled. Anyway, they were like all the others, Zane shrugged, drinking from his water. Ugh, I'm done. I want to go out. I need fresh air, I said. Hey, why not going to a club tonight? Why not indeed going to a club? Hey, good idea, Niall said. I want to dance with some ladies tonight. Oh, you ladies man, Niall. He danced, making us laugh. Easily amused. Hey, why not? Come on, guys. We're tired of these boring nights after shows, Louis explained. So for that you're proposing us to be closed inside the club stinking the cheap perfumes and cigarette to be surrounded by drunk people and loud music? Liam asked with sarcasm. That's verbatim. Any spelling or grammatical errors will remain in the story. Very funny, Liam. Come on, dance will be good for us. I don't want to, he looked down. Oh, since he broke up with Danielle, brackets, even if it was a long time ago, close brackets, he sure looked hurt. Liam, you need to get out to change your mind. You're not with Danielle anymore, okay? But as a friend, I'm telling you that going on will be good for you, Louis patted Liam's shoulder. We all looked at each other and shrugged. After a moment of reflection, Liam sighed. Okay, why not, he said for the others. We all made approval nods and smiles. That night was going to make us feel better because of the demanding shows. I mean, it's just having a few drinks and dancing. It wasn't if, like, something was going to happen that night. That night, 10 a.m. So apparently time works differently for One Dimension. We all went out the club laughing like idiots. Weren't completely drunk, but we had a few drinks. Big wink. Whoa, that was awesome, I said. Okay, come on guys, we need to get back home, Liam said. You killjoy, you should have take a few drinks. Louis slapped his shoulder. I didn't wanted to, for your information. We all shrugged when suddenly, OMG, isn't it one dimension? All the members! We turned around to see at least 15 girls from 14 to 18 with some 1D stuff on them, brackets, well, fans, obviously, close brackets, looking at us shocked and surprised. Weren't they supposed to be in bed at this time? Gosh, this bloody little stop out. Oh no! Niall face palmed. He literally slapped himself in the face because of this. Get them! They're gonna kill them. They all screamed and started to run after us. Shit, guys, run! Louis screamed before all of us started running toward a dark alley. Awesome. I had a perfect night, but crazy dimensioners had to be there and had the energy to run after us after we partied and drank alcohol. We ran away from the fans, but they were fast, so we kept on running to not lose space. I don't know what that means. We turned a few alley corners and we tackled our backs on a brick wall, panting. In front of us was a dead end. Oh no, we're doomed! Niall almost ripped his hairs off. I think Niall might wear a wig, according to this. They will soon catch us. Hey look, Louis pointed a door in front of us who was on another building. The door had old wooden planks in blocking it, with yellow tape saying, Keep out! That wasn't really welcoming and friendly. Not sure it's supposed to be, fellas. We can hide in that, Louis said before heading toward the door and crawling under the planks. Louis, no, get back here, it's really not a good idea, Liam said. We heard the fans' steps from away. Shit, they're coming, we don't have the choice, Niall said, going through the planks to join Louis. Fastly, but one by one, we went under the planks to go through the door. I was the last one to enter it. Suddenly, I felt a hand covering my mouth and tackling me on the wall. Is this about to take a turn? I'm pretty sure this isn't slash fiction. Panicked, I wanted to scream, but I realised it was Zane, tackled on the wall as well, with the other lads. I remarked that Louis, who was on the other side of the wall, was covering his own mouth, while covering Niall's, who was covering Liam's, who him was covering Zane's, who was covering my mouth. I had no one's mouth to cover. This is unnecessary detail, I think. Anyway, we were doing a kind of shut-up chain. Everybody knows what one of those is. We heard steps really near. I saw lights, meaning the fans probably used their phones. Do you see them? A girl voice asked. No, nothing, another one answered. I saw light through the planks, meaning that they were pointing their source of light towards us. I closed my eyes. We tried to not doing a single noise. It was silent. Do you think they went inside? Shit! Our hearts stopped beating at that moment. No way, I'm too scared. They probably went this way. Suddenly, the ground under our feet started to shake. That is I assume a typo. I don't know what a footh is. What the hell was that? Another fan asked. Okay, I'm out of here. That's when we heard afraid steps running away. At the moment we were sure we were in security, we let our mouths go and sighed in relief. What in the world was the shaking? Niall asked / whispered. You can ask and whisper things at the same time, they're not mutually exclusive. Zane wanted to turn the switch on, but the circuits were blown. Awesome, he muttered with sarcasm. Louis used his phone as a flashlight on as he started to walk. We all shrugged and followed him. By the light it was a creepy abandoned building with spiderwebs and dust everywhere. A bat even flew over our head. They have one head now, apparently. Who knew? Niall squeaked and clung on me. What in the world is this place? Zane asked. An old abandoned building without a doubt, I said. Oh, Harry, you perceptive young fella. Suddenly we say a fluorescent light coming out of a door frame. Well, abandoned buildings doesn't have fluorescent lights coming out of door frames, Niall said. Louis approached the door and pushed it open. Dust came out as it opened, so we started to cough. We all looked. It was showing us one thing. A metal stairwell heading to an unknown place. Fluorescent light was flashing, then stopping. What is that light? Niall whispered. Well, I don't know, but one thing is sure is that I don't like it. Maybe now we should leave, Liam whispered back. Or maybe we can see what it is, Louis whispered, then started to running up the stairs. Louis, you're insane, Liam yelled/whispered. Somehow he managed to do that. We all rolled our eyes and started to run after our stubborn friend. We all climbed the stairwell. It headed in front of another door. Louis was in front of it. We heard voices from the other side. What are these voices? I asked in a whisper. I don't know, but I have a feeling that it's not normal. This place is good for a wreck, so why would some people be there? Zane whispered. I don't know, and I don't want to know. Guys, let's just get out and do if nothing happened, Liam said quietly. Well, leave if you want. I want to discover, Louis said. Louis, Liam whispered between his teeth, as Louis discreetly opened the door. On the other side, it was a suspended catwalk. So, is it gonna work? An unknown man voice asked from the other room. We all gasped quietly as Louis crawled away from us on the catwalk. He stopped near another catwalk and turned towards us to make a "Come see that" sign. I don't know if that was like a gesture or if he literally stopped to make a sign, which seems a bit frivolous for the situation in hand. Liam shook his head, but curiosity got over me, so I joined Louis. So was Niall and Zane. Liam rolled his eyes and joined us. According to my calculations, it will, another man voice said. Then we heard creepy evil laughs that blood-curdled us. We crawled on the catwalk, being careful to not make noises, and we peeked. They were two men, one tall old man with scientist glasses, and a younger one around his 30s, maybe his assistant. Are they mad, doctors? Niall barely asked. Even a fly couldn't hear him. I thought they only existed in comic books, Zane whispered back. Shh! I discreetly shushed them. The men were without a doubt scientists, but bad ones. I hate that bad science. Up from we saw everything. They were really down to us. We were like 20 foot on the catwalk. They were in front of a metal table with a lot of cages with animals, weird coloured substances in science glass bottles. But the weirdest of everything was the vat full of a worrying grey substance who was the source of the fluorescent light just under us. What the heck is that? I asked in a low whisper. Shh! Liam shushed me. Only one drop of chemical serum will be enough to create a powerful serum, a serum that will make humans beyond of powerful, the old mad doctor said. A serum that will make a man stronger than any animal, the other continued. Those suckers from the army will pay for thinking I was insane. I could have been associated to help them with their weak men, but if this works, I'll be the powerful man on earth. That was just a mess of a thing to say. And they laughed evilly again. So I'm assuming that was mwahahaha. The younger man approached the vat with a bottle having a strange green liquid in it, climbed the stairs next to the vat and put one drop inside. A fluorescent light appeared again just underneath us. Guys, we just peeked on an illegal experimentation, I whispered, scared and worried. I have a bad feeling. Let's get out of here, Liam whispered. We all nodded and discreetly crawled away. Suddenly, some white smoke coming from the vat started to rise from down. It has a funny smell that tickled our nostrils. We all stopped breathing, but suddenly... Achoo! Niall had to sneeze. Hey, you five! Well, it looks like we've been spied. Shit! My heart stopped beating. I hope it started again at some point, because otherwise that's the end of the story. We didn't really saw them from up here, but I hope they didn't recognise us. Unfortunately, you saw too much, gentlemen. I'll teach you to spy on people, young hooligans. Suddenly, the mad scientist threw us the weird bottle. We all jumped away as the bottle missed us and shattered on the metal fence of the suspended catwalk we were on, its green liquid falling down. We all looked down to see that the green liquid fell into the vat. All the liquid. The grey substance then turned a light lime green colour and a lot of smoke escaped from it. Bubbles started to form into it and the ground started to shake. Oh no! Look what you have done, idiot! That's gonna explode! The old man screamed, and both of them escaped like cowards. I don't think running away from an explosion necessarily makes you cowardly. Guys, let's get out of here, I screamed. Suddenly, because of the shaking ground, 2 of the cables holding the catwalk broke and the catwalk leaned dangerously. I lost balance and screamed, "Ah!" "Harry!" Niall screamed, holding my hand. I looked down and started to have some height fright. 20 foot under me was a vat full of a strange substance that was waiting for me. That's when another cable broke. "Ah!" We all lost balance. Fortunately, Zane held the catwalk while firmly holding Liam, who held Louis, who held Niall, who held me. "Guys, you're heavy. I won't hold forever," Zane struggled to say. "Louis, that's all your fault," Liam screamed. "My fault?" "Yes, if it weren't from you, we won't all be here." "But it was Harry's idea to come at the club." "If he wouldn't have proposed it, we wouldn't be there." "What? How could you put the blame on me? Niall said yes too." I think that was Niall. "Shut up, guys, or believe me, I will let go and everybody will take a bath down there," Zane screamed. So he's getting annoyed and threatening to basically murder his friends. Seems normal. At the same moment, more bubbles popped out of the vat before everything exploded. All the large room was covered of the substance, even us. "Ugh!" we all exclaimed at the same time. That made Zane let go. "Ah!" we all screamed as we landed off a 20-foot fall in the vat. Green goo splattered everywhere as we fell in it. We gasped for air as we were bathing in the strange goo. "What the heck?" Niall got the goo out from his eyes. "Ew!" Louis gagged. "Ugh, gross, let me out," I whined because of my property problem. I'm not sure where that's come from. Maybe he's having problems renting or something. "Hey, somebody, get us out!" Zane screamed. "Guys, calm down," Liam screamed. Not really helping people become calm, but okay. "There's an emergency ladder just next to us, you know, for preventing these kinds of situations to happen," he screamed, getting the goo out from his face. Minutes later, we were all out of the vat. We went to the nearest emergency exit. That led us toward the entry that led us in, so without any more wait, we got out back at the alley. "Ugh, gross, man," Niall said. We still had the goo on us. "Harry, let's go back at the car fast." "I can't wait to take a shower, that is just gross," Liam said, shaking some goo from out of his hands. "Okay, follow me," I said. The goo on us was very uncomfortable. It smelled disgusting, plus it was shining, that was just creepy. We discreetly possibly, but quickly entered my car. Luckily nobody saw us. "I swear that if you dare to say to us that we marked your seat, I'll kill you," Louis said to me, another threat of murder. Within a few minutes I drove in vitesse at our home. Not sure what that means, but considering the fact that they were drinking earlier, I think they just did some drink driving, so someone arrest One Dimension, please. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, you can click over there for the last episode of So You're a Superhero or the most recent Alter Ego video blog. You can also click down there to subscribe to my channel, like and favourite the video if you enjoyed it, and of course, stay super.